How's it going, internet family? So today I have something that wasn't really part of what I imagined ever making videos about, but I'm kind of noticing a theme as I go throughout trying to accomplish the videos that I plan on making, that every once in a while something I learn through this process deserves its own video to be addressed, specifically in interest of full disclosure and letting you guys know what it's really like, instead of trying to make it seem like I'm just doing this smoothly and perfectly, because this is something I've noticed is a serious issue. And again, I don't think it's exclusive to me, but I definitely think I fall under a category of people who experience the symptoms in a more severe fashion than a lot of people that have their lives together to get a both. So what I want to talk about today is the idea of instant gratification and the constant need to have our actions acknowledged. Let me give some context though. So yesterday, I woke up and had the most beautiful morning in my recent recollection. I went to bed super early the night before because I'm learning to respond to my body, and I just felt super tired and didn't have anything I needed to do, so I was like, all right, I'm going to go to bed. So I set my alarm for 6 a.m., and I woke up naturally out of the blue before 4:30 a.m. Don't know if that's ever happened before. Part of me just thought about rolling over and waking up when my alarm went off at 6, but I was just awake enough and I'm like, no, I got, 8 hours of sleep? So I just got up and I did my reading for my reading challenge for the day, and I went to the gym, was at the gym at 5:30. I, again, don't think that's ever happened before. Had a great workout, came home, cleaned up, had a good breakfast, cleaned the apartment a bit, and I was to work super early. It was incredible. I may have shed a tear. But what happens after work? Fatigue had started setting in, because even though I did wake up feeling very rested and I was very energetic throughout most of the day, when you're not used to getting up at 4:30 and you go and put in more miles on the treadmill than you have in recent months, you're going to feel tired. And so as I'm leaving work, I feel exhausted. And so what happens? My brain starts thinking, you've done such a good job today. You deserve to take it easy tonight. Let's just chill. And so my interpretation of chill is I get Taco Bell and then I come home and just spend the night sleeping and watching TV. Ugh. I just such a waste. Like, it was complete opposites. The first half of the day was gorgeous. The second half of the day was just a disaster. But I allowed that to happen. I mean, partially because I was in a very fatigued state, but also because in my head, like, I'd earned it, right? Wrong. It's just, the analogy that keeps coming to my mind is the idea of like training a pet, specifically a dog. Mainly because I can't tell you how many of my friends have bought puppies in the past 3 months. It's insane, the number of people I know that have bought puppies. And so I hear them talking about training. I sometimes see them training their dogs. And so the idea of trying to teach a dog a good behavior and rewarding it with a little treat, that's what I'm trying to do, basically. I'm trying to get myself to do the things I should be doing and reinforce that behavior, so I'm like, yeah, that was worth it. That was good. That was good. With these dogs, they do something good, and then they're given a tiny little treat. That's all they get, and they have to do it again to earn that. My system is more like a 1-to-1 ratio. So if I do something good, I get to do something equally slack off. So it's like I have a really good morning and then I get to have a really lazy evening. Or if I go to a social event that I don't really want to go to on Friday night, I spend all Saturday in sweatpants and don't interact with anybody. I eat healthy one day, the next day I eat some pizza. Okay, half a pizza. Okay, I eat the whole pizza. Because when you live independently of anyone else for long enough, it's pretty easy to fall into the trap of only showing restraint when someone else might see you and judge you for it. Honestly, I think the biggest thing is I need to rewire in my brain what I consider a reward, because I can't have a reward be the exact opposite of the good action that I took. Again, with the healthy eating and then allowing myself to eat out, or being super productive, so I let myself be super lazy. That's not creating good habits, that's justification for bad behavior. It's like doing the really good stuff just so I can say, okay, I did that, so I can be a bum the rest of the day. And it's a terrible pattern to be in. I recognized yesterday, because the morning was so great. And I felt so good. It was like the first day where all these habits that I was trying to accomplish kind of fell into place and came together at the same time. And then I blew it. I felt worse last night than I do most nights that I allow myself to binge on whatever I want, because I'd actually worked hard to make it a good day, and then I just kind of gave up. That opened my eyes to how I've been doing this for years, and it's a terribly unhealthy mindset for me to think that I deserve to indulge in these bad habits because I practiced these good ones once. So I hope you guys can appreciate this type of video. The ones that I don't really plan out as much. They're more just kind of sharing things I've learned from this process. They're very simple, they're short, but I feel like they're the most sincere ones, to be honest. These are stuff I easily could try to hide and just try to act like, you know what, I'm doing so well with all my goals. I can't believe I didn't do this earlier. And I mean, I'm seeing progress. Yesterday morning was a beautiful example of that progress. But I want to be completely open about the bumps along the way. And boy, are there bumps. Dang it. I'm sorry. I just realized that my camera's doing that lens jitter thing again. I promise by next week I'll have it figured out, because that's just super annoying. I'm sorry. So I share these moments of learning and failure because if anyone is watching this and thinking, wow, like, look how great he's doing, which I don't know if anyone's doing that, but if you are, like, I want you to understand that this is not a smooth ride, but I'm committed to the journey, and that you can change anything you want to change about yourself. There's no such thing as being stuck with who you are today. The only limitations are your own roadblocks in your head, being concerned about what other people will think of you, being concerned about failing. But as my good friend Jake the dog from Adventure Time says, sucking at something is just the first step to being sort of good at something. So with that being said, I'm peacing out. I need to make sure that I get to bed at a good hour tonight so I can have another morning similar to the one yesterday. I don't think 4:30 is a good time for me to wake up all the time, but I wouldn't be mad about 6 a.m. So peace out, stay blessed, and we will see you next week when I have more of our regularly scheduled programming.